hopefully that works, and then I'll try to bring you guys back in the back. Again, we're still continuing where we left off. Did I throw the thing in? I thought I threw the track in because I know I downloaded. All right, Reezy would still care.
Yeah.
My internet had tripped. I got that freaking apologize a lot of freaking times. I know that there's a lot of times where you have saw some.
Tell me, do you still care? If I messed up, are you leaving or you there? Feel like my time is up, I'm living in fear. Just wanna leave out of this earth and disappear. Can you save me? Addicted to you just like crack in the 80s. Don't live a devil like Shutter, you know that shit's crazy. I might never love again if that bitch play me. That bitch play me. They say real love is timeless. What we had was real. Really wishing we could find it.
Yeah, my internet had crapped out for some reason. It was restarted.
All I see is memories.
Be back.
I'm blinded. You promised the truth. You were everything but honest. I'm already.
My apologies.
I did shit incorrectly. I reacted off emotion. One little argument and then your ass got the whole one. Doing shit you did for me, the other niggas in some motion. Same bitch come back around and act like you don't know shit. Like you don't know why I'm broken. Fuck love, where it's just going. Full I get the pouring, I spill it now.
Always tap in on all of our platforms.
I'm talking about my demons that turn me cold and frozen.
When that usually happens, I think we'll still be live on like TikTok.
But will you balance me in case I ever fall? Or do you only want me for the times I have it all? The money gets low, and that's when you get no calls. I don't get no text. It's best we separate, love mama, still wish you the best. Too much time wasted, I don't know why I invest. The door's right there, you wanna leave to be my guest. Take a hit, fuck relationships. I got hit without a vest. Feel the pain in my chest. How the fuck I'm doing more and you think I'm doing less? How the fuck that happened? That shit speak louder than words, and I was showing action. All you did was talk down what can only imagine. To have what you had, you hated good when you thought you really hated bad. Bitch, I'm in my bag. Yeah, bitch, I'm in my bag.
Like that.
Bitch, I'm in my bag. Tell me, do you still care? If I messed up, are you leaving or you there? Feel like my time is up, I'm living in fear. Just wanna leave out of this earth and disappear. Can you save me? Addicted to you just like crack in the 80s. Don't live a devil like Shutter, you know that shit's crazy. I might never love again if that bitch play me. That bitch play me. They say real love is timeless.
Going down the street, and a lot of freaking time, freaking people wanna kinda freaking be up in the industry, freaking I don't even know what to do, but you can see me beaching. A lot of times I don't know what to do or for what reason. I don't know if I freaking over here acting like freaking out Superman, grabbing Batman and asking him, do he even bleed? No, wait, was it? Do you bleed? Do you bleed? Do you? Honestly, good energy, good melodies. Good energy, good melodies. Often we would, normally hear like a Drake or somebody like that too, that piece of, production. I appreciate, no oversaturation or use of, saying auto-tune where we can just hear your vocals, mainly you get in there, show us what you can truly do. Right? I think it allows us to see the real version of, just you and your artistry or whatnot. So we appreciate that. And of course, again, these, beats often, have a sort of like type to it, but pay attention to the elements that are within. If you ever hear a piano, for example, right? Again, learn how to play, the piano parts, and perform it, right? You can change the tempo, you can do certain things that will bring it to a certain like element. So bam, boom,
baby, your love is all I need right now.
San Bernardino.
Baby, your love can set me free. Baby, your love can set me free for your energy when you come around.
It's that neo soul you were talking about, right?
Uh-oh. It's more than sex, love. energy, I see it and feel it every time that we speak. You got the heart of gold, I can feel your energy.
With the back in it. You gotta figure out a way to package it.
Since he brought you my way, promise I'm gonna treat you right. I can feel your heart radiating when it's skipping beat. I can feel your heart radiating when it's skipping beat.
Yeah, they make a lot of big thighs. I don't know why.
I feel your pulse through my lips. I feel your heart beating and feel like this.
And it feel like this.
I know you just wanna be treated right. So come on with baby and we gon' build this life. I'm doing this for us, not just me. You. I'm doing this for us, not just me. I gotta open up, cause lately I've been torn. I gotta open up with you, I know your heart been scorned. We got a different love language, we speaking in braille. Cause you feel the emotions when I be singing these songs. I don't know who you are yet, but I do know I'm gonna treat you right. Baby, I don't know who you are yet. Baby, I am so tired of being heartless. Let me take care of you. Let me beat up for you. Let me put this love on you. Let me take care of you. Let me beat up for you. Let me put this love on you.
I feel like it felt honestly like a little bit more ad-libs and stuff than actual, because the vocal kind of,
Shaking up like Nike, dripping up like ice tea. Baby, shake it so nicely. Know you want to spend my cream, so baby, go and bend them knees. Baby, go and bend them knees.
okay.
Looking at her like what I see. Pouring like China green tea. Pretty little voice you speak.
That's a whole different vibe.
Wobble while you on both knees. Love your energy and can't get enough. Booty so big it's like a semi truck. One said it's natural, other one said that she be gymming up. Do cardio and she can lift her weight. Dancing just like a stripper. W's on Polaroid, smile for the picture. They saying cheese. Spoke up with the main thing. Now she getting loose like a loose change. Baby do the whole thing. That dog Pilates pose got that nice cut like a domino.
I can hear you more on this one than the last one.
360 when she spin around. Way you move and make a lane wanna pass out. Type of good looks and I make a
Yeah, I bet played that.
Stuff grocery bags, you know you got the goods. Some keep it classy.
Probably
some
about
straight
like
from the hood.
45 minutes ago, maybe.
Underneath the hood. I'm working like a mechanic. Know you got them jelly by the way you jamming. Jumping jack, so acrobatic. Bodies bigger, Houdini, you know you got the magic. Tryna get up on you and look up at it like I'm understanding. And you know we can't stop there. Little baby, I just paid your flight fare. Get your nails done, covered extensions with the nice hair. Talking pretty feet, baby, I keep you up on your page. But don't you be acting petty, I got options too. Just like you love, you should know that it's plenty. Just love me back, it's not that deep. But keep them curves shaking like a tambourine. I bet it tastes like tambourine or a fresh grape breast taste like A1 on a Wagyu steak. At this rate, you can make the monkey crash just like it's ass. Yeah, I know you trouble, but I still won't pass. Hands on me, and I got my hands on you.
Does feel like a little bit of a freestyle kind of thing.
Got your hands on me, and I got my hands on you. So baby, what you tryna do? Got your hands on me, and I got my hands on you. So baby, what you tryna do? Got your hands on me, and I got my hands on you. So baby, what you tryna do?
Put in your hands on.
When I get it, for to really get it poppin'. All up in that thing, while I'm really rockin'. That mic jack out, I'm moonwalking. Have you up early Thursday in the morning, straight stalking. Big dog, baby, from my paupers. Check into the Marriott Hotel for one night, baby, it's about to go down. Now I got you all on me.
I know, man.
I got you all on me. Now I got you all on me.
Got you all on me. I love the job with freaking. I ain't damn people be calling me.
Matter of fact, freaking, I want y'all to freaking go on every freaking platform so you can follow me.
Shake it up like Nike, dripping up like iced tea. Baby, shake it so nicely. Dripping up like iced tea. Baby, shake it so nicely. Know you want to spend my cream, so baby, go and bend them knees.
And then stop with the bombs. Stop with the bombs. I don't feel like that deserved a slew of bombs, per se. Here's the thing, right? I'm half and half, right? Because the first one, I could barely hear a lot of, you know, what you were actually doing within there, but I absolutely love the production, right? I'm like, nice start to the situation, right? You know what I mean? But, you know, a lot of it gets lost in the actual record because, you know, a lot of the vocals are low and it felt more like, you know, ad-libs than you know, an actual song to a certain extent. So I know there's more that you could do there. Then the second one, while I could hear more, it started to really feel like it was more of just, you know, freestyle where you're saying things and you know, going into random places. And again, I always want to remind you guys that song structure is absolutely important, right? When we think about whatever chorus that we want to have to a record, where it's at, how many bars, you know what I'm saying, we utilize. We cannot just simply go anywhere on any beat, right? When we have absolutely no direction, you know, the listener doesn't know basically what's happening and what they're just kind of listening to, you know, you rhyme and or, you know, singing things, you know, melodically. But you have to remember, we have to love your song enough to want to perform it as well in many different occasions, right? Because if you're a melodic artist, there are artists who, if they like your song, they'll want to go in and you know, do a cover of your record. They could be in a whole different genre than you and like it enough to want to, you know, bring it to life in that aspect. But when you think about how that would be translated, let's just say, like, if this was turned into a heavy metal, you know, or punk rock, you know, kind of record, right? I don't feel like the performance would net those same, you know, just sort of like, you know, words. If it was, you know, in a different sort of like, you know, drum, like there's just still more that I feel like could be done just in terms of the structure that you did, you know, with it or whatnot. But out of the two, again, I want to see more of what you can do in, you know, in that sort of like vibe or whatnot. If we're, you know, I mean, look, best of both worlds, right? You know what I'm saying? You go out there and perform this. If it's a part of your set, you get you know, something in a trap centric sort of lane, and then something in, you know, what feels like it could be a little bit more, you know, conscious rap or whatnot. So we appreciate, you know, you've been trying to go with in there or whatnot. But yeah, a little bit more work for me to you in terms of the second song, right? And like again, okay. So if the aspect is, if I ever say it sounds like you freestyled it and then you did freestyle it, then again, that should tell you a little bit of something of like, when I talk about, you know, like, we should never feel like you're just saying anything, right? We want you to sit down and really think about the best flows, the best ways that you could really come at something. And, you know, even more, what does the beat remind you of? Have a little bit of a situation where anytime you sit down and listen to a beat, you know, you think about everything up front. What does it remind you of? What are all the songs, but also, you know, anything from a movie, you know, any kind of theme, right? Write all of those things down and then figure out, you know, places that you can go. Think about it line for line. Think about what you're going to say at very specific parts in the beat. You know, which is often how someone really figures out how they're going to really flow, you know what I'm saying, to a certain situation to hit those pockets or whatnot, right? You can literally dictate where we think something is dope at
if you do, you know, things right or whatnot. So he said he wrote both, but I hear you though. Well, the writing I think needs probably a little bit better of a thing, man. Now the internet restarted the stream. 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 The stream. The internet restarted the stream. The stream. For people who don't know, these are what are considered chiptunes. Video game themed. Shoot, I mean, it could be in the game. I'm just imagining like the NES in the NES era. That's not the right sound effect for that. Reminds me of like Double Dragon, like 1. Kung Fu, you know what I'm saying? Kung Fu was one of the many first games we played on Nintendo. Stargazer. That's not a game. All right, so while there are parts that could be mixed a little bit better in there, right? You know, a lot of high pitch elements that, you know, when certain things come out, it does get a tad bit louder. You know, you got to be able to hear those parts so you can make sure that everything is pretty much, you know, balanced or whatnot. What? Main aspect is, I know you want this to really be for some kind of game, you know, situation or whatnot, right? Whether it is a real game or, you know, simply a scene in like Adventure Time or Rick and Morty if they go into a video game kind of episode, or you know, something like that, right? Like these are often, you know, perfect for that 8-bit, you know, and or sometimes 16-bit era of, you know, games. um you know, it definitely felt like it was 100% of that era, right? And being that there are new independent games that are always coming out on pretty much every system, you know, I think there is and will always still be a need for these kinds of, you know, things for you know, games that want to sort of call back to that, you know, era. So, you know, just make sure that you have, you know, your things available, you know, when it counts. But make sure you have good mixes on them as well. Because if people think that it's the only version they're able to work with, when it comes to things being a little bit louder, they'll be critiqued for that. You know what I'm saying, as well, right? I'm trying to think of a game that was, you know, kind of critique for the soundtrack not being not necessarily not good, but you know, there was a sort of like a volume sort of issue with it. But there was one that I remember people really talking about. Anyways, big Luta, right? That band was there. But they can change the volume on one of the instruments though. Yep, indeed. Made it in 2 days, not bad. Pre Super Nintendo, you know what I'm saying? You know what we're saying? Sega Genesis, and that's what's up. And what doesn't let me? Did you say can't change, you know what I'm saying, about your on one of the instruments or something like that? Well, what are you doing? Like, what are you using to do that? Because like, if you isolate, right? Because I mean I rap, but like some of my beats I do utilize that sort of Super NES or Sega or Nintendo sort of like aspects, right? I use some of those sound fonts that go in there, but I'm able to do every melody that I sort of like want. So I can have something that's that high tone in its own sort of like track doing its freaking thing, and then everything else is separate. So you can, you know, at least in Fruity Loops and the way that's set up, I know you could potentially do it in Logic, you know, as well. And again, we're talking if you're basically putting together the, you know, melodies and patterns, you know, yourself. What up, Rage? Welcome back. We can show that. And then Crook also, welcome back as well. Good to see y'all. Trino also, welcome back. Y'all just now tapped in. What's up? It is 103. So you're awake. What? And what do you see? Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Also, there is another producer that will often send to the show who has a lot of different genres. I think he would have enjoyed that as well, because he'll have certain things that sort of are borderlining, you know, what we heard, but trying to I think actually be within like clubs and, you know, stuff like that, as opposed to anything else. All right, let me see what we got next. Let me just make sure we can get back into the free line.
Yo, nonsense and Sir Mike, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from Hot Ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries standing outside.
All right. Thank goodness I do have. We got Panama Quick, you know what I'm saying, freaking up with, I think, my sativa. I was saying, thank goodness I do have my Spotify open right now. Because if it was closed, I was probably going to be like, I'm going to Shut down the Spotify ones for the moment. Hold on, no, we gotta make sure that it's going to. Oh, that was because. Don't tell me I still gotta reopen it, anyways. Yep. Damn it, man! It was because of when the internet had restarted. Also, why does it look like I'm on airplane mode yet? I can see my stream. You know what I'm saying? From the thing. Give me a second. I have to restart. Oh. This place program. I guess I can't do that for now. I might have to relieve some space. And I actually might have to shut down the Spotify, or actually restarting it would have probably been the best thing. Let me try a few things real quick, just in case any of you guys might have shared something as well. I just gotta close some of these other vents. I can keep that one open. Peep it. You don't even really know what the heck you gonna do, but you know what, man? You the cheapest. Also, it was already open, so why you tripping, bruh? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's gonna open right about now, man. We finna see. You finna see what it's finna do. Also, let me close that. We don't need you, man. But if it says it again, I'm just gonna move on, which I don't know what it said. It didn't let me know anything, but I did get out of there. Again, we'll try to come back to it if we can. Let's see. Yeah, we'll put you guys in. Probably put you guys in and then head out for the night. Hold on. And again, we'll try to see if we can have him.
Say it one more time.
If you woke up broke,
Early episode.
your ass should have never went to sleep.
Damn.
You woke up broke. You should have never went to sleep, yeah.
If you woke up, there's a lot of jobs where like people that wanna talk but thinking they can't, cause if they open thinking something that'll make show, thinking that they always smoke, yeah, figure also knows that there's a lot of times when you wanna.
2009 I was born, my mother ain't know what to do, so she needed some help. It was just me and my mother, my brother, my father one day had to get her herself. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes you see me and never look up them, that's how I felt. I'm listening young and the money I want ain't going for nothing, I give you a belt. Now I'm 16, I look at the world, don't know if it's real, it might be a lie. Brush try to play with my minds and play with this girl, he must not know you gon' die. Only 16 and watching my mother struggle with the run, that shit hurt my pride. Rollin' some weed, roll up a tree and head when blowing that smoke in the sky. Crazy, I wanted to die, but I got love on my side that's gonna keep me alive. Niggas my age be champ, I look at the world so different, I thought I was wise. But I had to learn how to wait and hone myself, I knew it's gonna be a long ride. Niggas be working at 9 to 5, it's crazy, but they be expecting the prize. I got some shit on my chest, but can't say yet, cause nigga, I'm still living wrong. 11 years old, I first started rapping, was happy cause I was just making these songs. 5 years later, I still ain't give up yet, my brothers told me to hold strong. Only got shit from my father, I gotta go be a man and get this shit on my own. Keep a small circle, I only got real niggas by me, I can't let the fake get close. Bitches be hoes, say you want money, the most you can get is a motherfucking rose. I need some money cause time go fast, I look at my mother cause she getting old. I want the bread and I'm trying to save it, I don't give a fuck if the bread turn mode.
But you gotta know, and there's a lot of times where like if you ain't dope, you gotta go. And people freaking wanna make a dope song, but they always like somehow feel it's impossible. All you gotta do is like find a dope beat and drop a flow, and then everybody make sure that like other people hear you and gotta know who you are. Then you'll be able to make money so you can get a car. And people also will tell people to freaking go watch Aladdin so they can call a boo and get Jafar. And I don't even know like what is happening, but Chris is like star. Let me stop. I did it at the time when your mama. All right.
So I ain't gon' lie, sometimes with the run that shit hurt my pride. Roll up some weed, roll up a tree and head when blowing that smoke in the sky. Crazy, I wanted to die.
First off, a little bit of a vibe, something chill, right? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, your energy is decent for the production. Just needs a little bit of a mix, a polish to make sure that, again, we talk about balance and making sure that everything sits in a nice place so we can hear and enjoy everything. And of course, so that when it's uploaded to all platforms, especially YouTube, that it's not like cut down a little bit more, you know, as well for, you know, no reason or whatnot. I do like the vibe, and it does sound like you sort of like just stop at some point. There are some records like this also that, like, if you were to add a, you know, chorus from, you know, a singer or something like that, right? Like, you can write something, have them sort of go in and, you know, sing it or whatnot, get that writer's credits, and, you know, let people see the ability of what you can do. For, like, again, you guys are the ample competition for people that utilize, you know, AI, right? They're gonna have that idea for a freaking song and just type it in and it's gonna spit a song out. But when you can essentially like write a song, make it, and then, you know, use that as a reference record for, you know, whatever, you know, kind of artist, it pulls something you know, a little bit better out of those situations. Real talent, all that good stuff, right? Y'all know what it is. Decent vibe though, overall. We need a t-shirt that says that. I think I've heard that every time I have the AI conversation. There's like somebody goes, AI can't do what I do. AI can't do what I do.
Trino. Yeah.
Wanna eat the burrito.
I hate being a burden. I feel like it's something I'm not earning. Well, maybe I should go to churches and find some love of God and show him that I deserve it. I never did it, but now God, I'm turning. It's 3 in the morning, almost 4 in the morning. You know that these apples get wicked. I never ever had any bitches. I think in my life like a stemmer, bitch. It's a whole lot that I live it every day. I wake up.
Said I am in
what a nigga say, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, I always sleep with my pillow up. I can lay it on the floor. I can give up. Niggas want me to. Niggas talk shit. Well, I don't fuck with you. Gotta watch your body, cause you know what they gonna do. Niggas bastard. That's why I ain't loving you. 40 bitches too. They always got an attitude.
We shall be back.
Michelangelo, write a cool bitch, all them hoes here, be back to you. Why them my walls and no one here actually do. And I have my tunes and I'm back in my booth. And I have my moves, so this time in my hands again. So I'm back at the use. And I have the foods to do what I have to do. I'm running my life.
Why are you so quiet? You know what I usually say. You know what I usually say.
I ain't giving a fuck. I'm living my life and my pillow is up. I'm living my life and my pillow is up. I'm running
like, hold up. You gotta stop doing your records like you snuck in the studio at night and or, right, you know, got your own recording equipment, but your little sister is asleep and you don't want her to wake up. What you gotta do, got a newborn baby, and again, you gotta sneak and record this song. Like, that energy is basically what we are hearing right there.
No, I ain't giving it up. These niggas know I ain't giving a fuck. I'm living my life and my pillow is up. I'm living my life and my pillow is up. I'm running my life and I'm living it up. These niggas know I ain't giving it up. These niggas know I ain't giving a fuck. I'm living my life and my pillow is up. I'm living my life and my pillow is up.
Living your life and your pillow is up. I don't even know what I like do, but that nigga not freaking, I don't even.
Say you suck, pay attention. Never played in class, so all you got was sentences. Finish up the sentence. My brain got the sentence. Bitch, your pussy good. It was delicious. Eating up the cat, I eat it like some britches. Bitch, you don't even know what a stick is. What gun you had? I don't care, River. You are not my dad, so I don't got.
Also,
and I'm coming back.
Confidence. We'll always talk about that.
Trino, yeah.
Yeah. Let me go back. Figure there's a lot of freaking time when I don't know what the hell I rather do, but figure people will be like, figure why you still playing a figure song? Figure you know what? It's a wreck. I don't even know what to do. But alright, look, I'm gonna be honest. Look, he even went in and did at least 4 minutes and 5 seconds of record, right? And I appreciate that, but If it was all pure dopeness, right? Again, you got to come at these lyrics, you got to come at these records with the utmost confidence that you can to truly, like, not only be believable in everything that you're saying, but to be that artist that people hear and immediately want a feature, from you. We got to be able to feel like you feel the record. And like, I'm imagining just like all the different scenarios. And if you were to rap in that same energy, I feel like people would not, feel it, just yet. If it's a live, performance, if it's a battle, if it's a like whatever it is, the energy and the confidence is lacking. But if you come at that again, come at every single line that you freaking said with a I am a rapper, kind of vibe and situation, which is what everybody should do. When you listen to any of us, you should have a level of entertainment of, even if the beat wasn't there, you'd still, be interested to see what the artist, has to say or whatnot. But it feels like you are, again, you woke up in the middle of the night, you called up the homie and I can't sleep, man. I need you to hear this verse and shit like that. Wait, you know what I'm saying? So here it goes real quick. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, you got to know what other people are going to hear when they hear that. Right? We can hear as much potential as, you try to throw on something. But like I said, we always want to impress as much as possible. For me, my goal is always to make you laugh a little bit, just a little bit, chuckle, have the awkward eye, kind of freaking thing, but also still enjoy yourself. Right? There are artists who sometimes, like, we've been having another artist lately sent to the show, and they will do like way too much when it comes to how crazy they get on a record, the shock value, content. There is a line, right? And every time we have hit that, Dorky don't play that, right? But they know how to rap, and it hurt hitting that button for freaking that, right? Miles on the other end was not really trying to be the best rapper, didn't necessarily have the best mixes, but was at the top of that sort of like meme music sort of, vibe, and somehow was able to make certain records, work. And, I think it also depended on, the visuals, but his really took some time to really get there, but he has an entire fan base, right? And again, think about you. Just think about anybody. Think about your favorite artist coming across your record, any platform. They gave you the ox, bro. They gave you the ox. We all know, if you ever been in a situation, you in the studio, they gave you the ox, you know what I'm saying? You throw something on or whatnot, man. If you don't put on that right record, people look at you funny, and you feel like you done let the whole world down, right? And, you get that's not it, you know what I'm saying, type of, look and sort of conversation. So go in there, do that thing. Not crook. No. Listen, when I'm talking about, dope personality, energy, and stuff, like, you got it. You already know. Crook has been an artist who has, proven, himself through and through. Outside of like mixes, right? Like, hey, we just always talk about certain things or whatnot. For you, all I've ever wanted was for you to just get, the better, equipment, or to record, things at a studio, because your performances are always spot on, dope enough to, to be, if someone paid you for the features, what I'm saying, they were worth, the full-on performance and you adapting to the song. You kill the beat, right? You were another like Larry Belly Fate when it came to all of a sudden just starting to hear you on other people's songs that, just would come to the show sending their shit, not knowing that I have heard of you, as well. And I love when you guys can make a name for yourself, what I'm saying, in that as well. So keep doing it and stuff like that. The poor quality and lyrics fight me trash. Hey, no, it's all good. It's all good. See, though, usually we go into a record and then if we really don't like it, you know, like either the worst dorky don't play that to get on the show.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain, where there are no more ups to shut.
And I keep forgetting that I added one, but I forgot to add a button for it on my thing.
Get out of here! Come on! I hate you! Get out of here! Get out! I hate you! I hate you, Bilbo! I hate you!
I miss you. I miss you, Bilbo. Listen, you fucked that dude up, bro, and you made him run away. You think he gonna care about the fact that you miss him, man? I don't even believe you would truly miss him. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you did. Maybe you were so infatuated with emotion that you needed him. You needed him to know.
I think that I'm the only dork here who's laid in a brain. I gotta ask my freaking doctor what it takes to be strange. I will hit you fucking rappers in the face with a cane while you on a fucking train watching snakes on a plane. I don't know what the hell happened.
Where's the gunship?
Anyways, I will see you guys freaking tomorrow, man. Get some rest. If I can, I will try my best to potentially come back in the morning. If I do not, you'll see me sometime in between. Let me see what time would go, because there can be a deal in that time, but we're gonna have that freaking bad deal. We'll see. Just follow the freaking stream. Make sure you're subbed, so you can send as soon as I go live, and we will start this thing over tomorrow where we set the email, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys. Network, follow each other as well in the building, and hope to see and hear some records with y'all as well. Bye.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so